You know, there's something beautiful about watching a seasoned rider cruise down the highway on a motorcycle that just fits. Like watching a master craftsman work with the perfect tool. But here's the thing that most people don't understand about motorcycles for senior riders. It's not about slowing down or settling for less. It's about choosing smarter. Today, we're diving deep into the 10 best motorcycles specifically engineered for the experienced rider in 2025. We're talking about machines that blend decades of engineering wisdom with modern safety technology, bikes that understand that comfort isn't compromise, it's evolution. So grab your helmet and let's explore these incredible machines. If you're finding this helpful, hit that subscribe button. We've got more coming your way. Number 10. Honda Rebel 500. The Rebel 500 isn't about impressing anyone. It's about getting the job done right. And for senior riders, that job is rediscovering confidence on two wheels. At just 409 pounds wet, with a 27.2-inch seat height, this isn't just another cruiser. This is a confidence-building machine. Honda's engineers understood something crucial. When your feet touch the ground with confidence, everything else falls into place. The 471 cubic centimeter parallel twin delivers a smooth 34 horsepower. And here's the beautiful part. It's not about peak power. It's about how that power is delivered. Linear, predictable, forgiving. The kind of throttle response that lets you focus on rediscovering the joy of riding instead of wrestling with the machine. What really sets the Rebel apart is its transparent ABS system. You get the protection without feeling like the bike is second-guessing your every move. Some riders argue that modern safety systems take away from the pure riding experience, but Honda found that sweet spot where technology enhances confidence rather than replacing skill. The forward controls and relaxed riding position create an almost armchair-like comfort, perfect for those longer rides where you want to just breathe. Plus, around 60 miles per gallon means more time riding and less time at gas stations. For riders returning to motorcycling after years away, or those looking to downsize from heavier machines, the Rebel 500 offers something precious. The chance to fall in love with riding all over again. At number 9. Kawasaki Versus 650. If you need one bike to do everything, this is it. The Versus 650 is Kawasaki's answer to the question most senior riders never thought to ask. What if your motorcycle could actually improve your daily life? That upright riding position isn't just comfortable, it's strategic. At highway speeds, you're not fighting wind fatigue or cramping over tank bags. The 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin delivers 59 horsepower with a smooth, predictable power band that never surprises you in traffic. But here's where the Versus gets interesting. The suspension setup. It's tuned for real-world roads, not racetracks. Potholes, expansion joints, gravel patches. This bike just absorbs them and keeps moving. Some motorcycle journalists argue that adventure-styled bikes are just marketing. But the Versus proves that versatility isn't compromised when it's done right. The windscreen adjusts without tools, because nobody wants to carry a toolkit for a 10-minute ride to the grocery store. The seat height sits at 32.1 inches. Manageable for most riders, but still giving you that commanding view of traffic. What makes this bike perfect for senior riders isn't just the ergonomics, it's the electronics. Traction control and ABS come standard, but they're calibrated to feel invisible until you actually need them. Daily commuting, weekend tours, occasional gravel roads. The Versus 650 handles it all without drama. It's the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. Number 8. Royal Enfield Himalayan. Here's a motorcycle that refuses to complicate things. In a world where adventure bikes are getting bigger, heavier, and loaded with electronics, the Himalayan takes a different approach. Simple, direct, honest. The 411 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine produces 24 horsepower, and that's exactly enough. This isn't about speed, it's about going places. The upright riding position and 32-inch seat height give you confidence both on pavement and when the road turns to dirt. What makes the Himalayan special isn't what it has, it's what it doesn't have. No complex electronics to fail in remote areas, no intimidating power delivery, no maintenance schedule that requires a computer science degree. Just a straightforward single-cylinder engine that you can understand. And more importantly, that your local mechanic can understand too. The suspension is long travel but not overwhelming. The brakes are adequate but not grabby. Everything about this bike is calibrated for real-world use by real people. Some critics argue that Royal Enfield's simplicity is just cost-cutting, but there's genuine wisdom in keeping things basic. At 399 pounds wet, the Himalayan feels substantial without being intimidating. The fuel injection system is reliable, the ABS works without being intrusive, and the 19-inch front wheel rolls over obstacles that would stop a street bike. For senior riders who want to explore beyond the pavement without the complexity of modern adventure bikes, the Himalayan offers something increasingly rare. Pure, uncomplicated adventure. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Street Glide. This is what happens when Harley-Davidson gets serious about long-distance comfort. The Street Glide isn't just a motorcycle with a fairing bolted on. It's a purpose-built, mile-eating machine designed for riders who measure trips in days, not hours. That shark nose fairing isn't just for looks. It creates a pocket of calm air that lets you ride 500 miles without feeling like you've been in a wind tunnel. The 1,868 cubic centimeter Milwaukee 8 engine delivers 92 foot-pounds of torque, but it's how that power is delivered that matters. Smooth, predictable, never overwhelming. The riding position puts you in command without strain. Your arms aren't stretched, your back isn't arched, and your legs aren't cramped. The suspension soaks up highway imperfections, while the 6-gallon fuel tank gives you real range between stops. But here's where the Street Glide really shines. The infotainment system. GPS navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, premium audio, all controlled through a touchscreen that actually works with gloves on. Some purists argue that motorcycles don't need smartphones on wheels. But try explaining that to a rider who's been touring for 8 hours straight. The hard saddlebags swallow luggage without complaint, and the cruise control lets you settle into those long interstate stretches where the miles just disappear. For senior riders who want to cross continents in comfort, the Street Glide delivers highway luxury without compromise. Number 6. Triumph Bonavville. Some motorcycles try to be everything to everyone. The Bonavville has a different philosophy: be exactly what you are, and do it perfectly. This is British engineering at its most refined. Classic styling wrapped around thoroughly modern mechanicals. The 900 cubic centimeter parallel twin produces 64 horsepower with a delivery that's pure silk. No sudden surges, no unexpected behavior. Just smooth, linear power that builds predictably as you twist the throttle. The riding position is perfectly neutral. Not too forward, not too upright, just right. What makes the Bonavville special for senior riders isn't just the comfortable ergonomics, it's the bike's inherent balance. At 489 pounds wet, it's substantial enough to feel stable but light enough to manage easily. The low seat height of 30.9 inches puts most riders flat-footed at stops. The suspension is tuned for real roads, not racetracks. It soaks up imperfections without being mushy, and the brakes provide confident stopping power without being grabby. Modern ABS comes standard, but it's calibrated to feel invisible until you need it. Some motorcycle historians argue that modern Bonavvilles have lost the character of the original, but that misses the point entirely. This isn't a museum piece. It's a thoroughly modern motorcycle that happens to look timeless. For riders who want classic style without vintage reliability issues, the Bonavville delivers sophistication and dependability in equal measure. Number 5. Suzuki Boulevard S40. Sometimes the best answer is the simplest one. While other manufacturers pack their bikes with complex electronics and multiple cylinders, Suzuki took a different approach with the Boulevard S40. One cylinder, simple carburetor, basic, honest transportation. The 652 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine produces 40 horsepower, and that's precisely enough for what this bike is designed to do. City commuting, weekend rides, learning to ride again. The S40 handles it all without drama or complexity. At just 381 pounds wet, this is one of the lightest bikes on our list. The 27.6-inch seat height puts virtually every rider flat-footed at stops. The forward controls and laid-back riding position create a relaxed, confidence-inspiring experience. What makes the S40 special isn't what it has, it's what it doesn't need. No fuel injection to malfunction, no complex electronics to diagnose, no intimidating power delivery to manage. Just a straightforward single-cylinder engine that starts reliably and runs smoothly. The maintenance schedule is refreshingly simple. Oil changes, chain adjustments, basic tune-ups. Any mechanic can work on it, and parts are readily available. Some riders dismiss single-cylinder engines as outdated, but there's real wisdom in simplicity. For senior riders who want to downsize from heavier bikes, or those returning to motorcycling after years away, the Boulevard S40 offers something increasingly rare in modern motorcycles: pure, uncomplicated riding pleasure. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Fatboy. There are motorcycles, and then there are legends. The Fatboy isn't just transportation, it's a statement. When this bike rolls up, people notice. And for senior riders who've earned the right to make an impression, that matters. The 1,868 cubic centimeter Milwaukee 8 engine delivers the kind of torque that makes highway merging effortless. But it's not about the power, it's about the presence. That low center of gravity and stretched out profile create a ride that's both commanding and comfortable. The Fatboy's genius lies in its proportions. Despite weighing 695 pounds, it feels planted and stable rather than unwieldy. The low seat height of 26.1 inches puts most riders in complete control at stops. The forward controls and laid-back riding position turn long rides into meditation sessions. Those solid disc wheels aren't just for show, they reduce unsprung weight and improve handling. The suspension is tuned for comfort over sport, soaking up road imperfections while maintaining that classic Harley feel. Some critics argue that the Fatboy is more about image than performance, but that misses the point entirely. This bike is about presence, heritage, and the simple pleasure of riding something that turns heads. For senior riders who want to make a statement while enjoying genuine comfort, the Fatboy delivers iconic American cruiser style with modern reliability and refinement. Number 3. Royal Enfield Classic 350. Here's proof that you don't need to spend a fortune to get classic motorcycle soul. The Classic 350 delivers authentic retro style and genuine riding pleasure at a price that won't require a second mortgage. The 349 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine produces 20.2 horsepower, and before you dismiss that as insufficient, consider this. In city traffic, you'll rarely use more. On country roads, it's perfectly adequate, and the simplicity means bulletproof reliability. The riding position is pure classic cruiser. Feet forward, hands in a natural position, back straight but relaxed. The 31-inch seat height accommodates most riders comfortably. At 374 pounds wet, it's manageable for virtually anyone. What makes the Classic 350 special isn't just the affordable price, it's the attention to detail. The chrome work, the classic styling cues, the authentic retro feel. Royal Enfield didn't cut corners on the things that matter. The ABS system works transparently, and the fuel injection is reliable without being complex. Some motorcycle purists argue that modern Royal Enfields lack the character of vintage British bikes. But that's missing the point. This isn't trying to be a museum piece. It's offering classic motorcycle aesthetics with modern reliability. For senior riders who want classic style without vintage headaches, or those on a budget who refuse to compromise on character, the Classic 350 proves that affordable doesn't mean boring. Number 2. Yamaha FJR1300. This is what happens when engineers are given unlimited resources to build the perfect sport touring motorcycle. The FJR1300 isn't just fast. It's fast and comfortable for 1,000 miles at a time. The 1,298 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine produces 145 horsepower, but it's the shaft drive that tells the real story. No chains to adjust, no sprockets to replace, no maintenance headaches, just smooth, reliable power delivery that lasts for hundreds of thousands of miles. The riding position strikes the perfect balance between sport and touring, aggressive enough for spirited riding, comfortable enough for all-day highway cruising. The electrically adjustable windscreen and heated grips aren't luxuries, they're necessities for serious long-distance riding. What sets the FJR apart is its electronic sophistication: cruise control, traction control, multiple riding modes, all calibrated to enhance the riding experience rather than interfere with it. The suspension is fully adjustable, allowing riders to dial in perfect comfort for any load or riding style. Some traditionalists argue that modern sport touring bikes are too complex, but complexity serves a purpose here. Every system on the FJR is designed to reduce fatigue and increase safety on long rides. For senior riders who want sport bike performance with touring comfort, who measure rides in states crossed rather than miles covered, the FJR1300 delivers technology and capability that would have been unimaginable just a decade ago. Number 1. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Voyager. This is the ultimate motorcycle for senior riders who refuse to compromise on comfort, technology, or capability. The Voyager isn't just a touring bike. It's a luxury hotel on wheels that happens to have 2 wheels and an engine. The 1,700 cubic centimeter V-twin engine produces 106 foot-pounds of torque, but it's how that power is delivered that matters. Smooth, predictable, never overwhelming. The 6-speed transmission includes overdrive for relaxed highway cruising, while the belt drive eliminates maintenance headaches. The riding position is pure luxury: heated seats, adjustable rider backrest, highway pegs for long-distance comfort. The windscreen adjusts electrically, and the premium audio system delivers concert-quality sound even at highway speeds. But here's where the Voyager truly shines: the technology integration. GPS navigation with a 7-inch display, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control, and hard saddlebags that swallow a week's worth of gear. The suspension is electronically adjustable, allowing riders to dial in perfect comfort for any load. Some critics argue that bikes like the Voyager are more car than motorcycle, but that misses the point entirely. This isn't about simplicity or purity, it's about covering serious distances in absolute comfort. For senior riders who want to cross continents without compromise, who measure success in comfort rather than horsepower, the Vulcan 1700 Voyager represents the pinnacle of touring motorcycle evolution. This is luxury travel, redefined. So, there you have it: the 10 best motorcycles for senior riders in 2025. If this helped you narrow down your choices, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below about which bike caught your attention. Keep the shiny side up, and we'll see you in the next one.